I'm done with what I'm doing.
When his jokes finally work, now it's real comedy.
Yeah. Everything else is just you. Everything else is just you getting over the fact that these might bomb. But then when you go to a pro show, you're like, wait a second, I'm actually good.
Well,
people are lying to me.
Are you gonna be a professional tonight and show your face, or are you gonna have to see this bullshit all night?
Yeah. Once I get home, I'll switch over to the.
Jesus Christ.
I was gonna say, anybody who's listening now,
man, what the fuck you doing?
When they finally see this, man, they're gonna be super disappointed. The boy sounds tall as hell.
Yeah, man. What are you doing, man? Like that's sad, bro.
Man, your shit sound like you in a washing machine or something right now. You losing service. Jay, what's up, man?
Oh, shit.
You look either stressed or quarantined like shit. Well,
yeah.
Jay look like he only go out the house for work and comedy, and he don't go nowhere else.
Pretty much. That's been my life for 2 years, bro. That ain't got nothing to do with COVID. That's just my life.
No, that's facts. That's facts. Yeah, man.
Sorry.
You at the crib or you at your people, somebody like another family? Oh, okay.
How's your Thanksgiving, Jay?
It's straight. Can't complain. I had the day off, so I was chilling early this morning. Now I'm with the fam.
Yeah, they just forced me to do the you got to go see the other family and eat their food. The second round of Thanksgiving. That's what I'm driving back from right now.
Oh yeah, no, I definitely had Thanksgiving food for breakfast as well.
Yeah. Like I got this family, like they serve me up like a plate that they know I can't finish after I already had dinner. And then they test me to see, it's like, oh, you don't love us like your first family? You're not gonna eat this?
This man JJ show up in the dark. Y'all do realize people need to see y'all, right? You and Manny came on here looking.
JJ shows up in the call like Batman before he strikes.
Yeah, which I thought this was y'all thought this was all audio or some shit.
Dog, this is it's a holiday, dog. I'm in my
Nigga, I asked y'all a yes or no question. Y'all could have easily said, nigga, it's Thanksgiving, I don't want to come. And I would have said,
like you should know some shit like that already, nigga. Damn.
The people who said they didn't want to come, I'm sorry, it's kids around here. Well, yeah, it's gonna be
turn on the night vision filter.
Bro, that's why I gave y'all the option. I thought it was a good idea. I was like, okay, boom. I wonder where they want to do this, cause just that's like a little whatever. Y'all said yes, so I stuck with it. Y'all could have been like, nah, I ain't doing that shit, and then
like half the chat did that to you, so we felt bad.
but why though? it's not like
this show we support you, cause we support you, my nigga.
Nigga, I can't see you. I can't see either person. I can't see who's showing this.
Hold on, listen. Has the show started?
It starts in 3 minutes.
What?
All right, I'm taking a shit. That's why I ain't really. You feel me?
Wow. This man gut start bubbling at 3 minutes to 9. This man got nervous.
That's the same thing. Within 15 days, it's on the same thing.
They gonna kick Jay out. All this cussing we doing. Let me set this live up, man.
Hey, I'm upset right now. This is not.
JJ looks like he's about to start he's got sex tape lights.
I can't see him. I'm looking at this Facebook screen. I have to look at him in a second. Man, actually using his blinker. Safe driving ass.
Yeah. So what's the show going to be about? We're going to be roasting Kevin Hart when he's not here?
Bruh, go read the chat. Read while you driving.
Yeah, it's about his special, right?
Yes, man. I just want to know y'all thoughts, bro. That's it.
What if we ain't watching?
then hang the fuck up.
Well, just talk about what you think about Kevin Hart, man.
No, it's about his special. If you didn't
but
watch
then you know
what's
fucked up. I low key ain't want to do this shit because I plan on being famous, and I feel like this one podcast gonna come back and like bite me in my ass.
Well, then kiss his ass on here. Don't say nothing mean.
Like I'm gonna get that one audition to Hart in the City, and then he was like, "Nah, I seen that podcast you did that with Rudy talking shit about me."
Nigga, Hart in the City. I mean, hey, you know, that's why you could be nice on here. I'm not giving you a script to read. You know what I'm saying?
That boy got him a ring light. Nah, nigga, stop flogging. You just took the shade off your mama. You can't live on like. I know exactly.
I'm home alone. I ain't got no family, bro.
You're lucky. Dang, I do look stressed. It's that new growth.
And this shit don't get lower than
Don't
this.
laugh when your picture not up here. I'm just speaking. Sound like a damn villain. It's just a 4 of us? Ain't it supposed to be more?
Nigga, a lot was supposed to happen. You know what I'm saying? Should we go down the list? I mean, you know what I'm saying? But I already know what I get dealing with y'all. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't even stressing it. You feel me? We here.
As long as you know what's up. As
we
long
here.
as you know what's
That's
up.
why, you know what I'm saying? If this was life or death,
exactly what friends do.
if this was life or death, trust me, I would have called somebody totally different. But being the fact that this could or couldn't happen, I wouldn't have cared either way. You guys are my first pick. You guys are my
This is
first
exactly
pick.
what friends do, man. We don't take you seriously. That's true friendship.
Your door locked? Come on. Your door locked?
Hey, Manny, you didn't become who you are. You know what I'm saying? From depending on people you know to come to your shows. It's the strangers that count. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. People that know each other hate each other. It's just what it is.
I just didn't want to invite stranger comedians that I don't really know that well. You know what I'm saying? Trying to do this, I just figured this would be, you know.
That would have probably been your most professional episode.
Well, I'm not worried about this being professional. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just glad you guys are here. You know what I'm saying? And I knew if I could at least get y'all here before, because I mean, Manny, I've been to your shows. It's nothing professional about it. You got Joe Bob selling wristbands. You got a nigga being a whole nother nigga selling wristbands.
Hey man, the show's done leveled up, man.
Nah, I'm fucking with you now. You good, man. Well, let's get started. Jay done disappeared. Now Jay
I'm still here.
Jay slipped into witness protection. His whole face disappeared. This nigga JJ dressed like Lil Wayne in the What's Poppin' remix video.
This nigga stupid.
JJ, that's your same place? Oh, you got to be somewhere different. That shit.
Nah, I move. I got
okay. Okay. I was about to say that shit look bigger. Got you.
Damn, what that's supposed to mean? How my old place look? Shut the fuck up.
It was smaller. I'm saying. I'm congratulating you, nigga. It ain't like I said that place smaller. You upgraded, bro. You doing good in life.
Yeah. Oh shit, JJ, you got walls now. That shit looking good over there.
I remember.
That nigga, Rudy,
I just want to segue here.
He said, my nigga got a stove? Oh shit. Shit coming together now, huh?
Manny want to segue with no screen on. Manny, I'm on Facebook Live right now. We still can't see.
Manny got his Tinder picture up and shit. I hate that.
Hey, I'm almost back to the studio. I'm gonna show you guys some real 4K quality.
The studio.
Yeah, man, I got a studio. You don't know that?
Yeah, I know, man. I listen. I got faith in it because
my whole life is an upgrade, guys.
Jeff Bezos called his mom's garage office when he first started Amazon. And look where he's at. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm gonna build a studio in my walk-in closet right now.
Yeah, exactly. Do that shit, man.
Oh, what's up? Y'all trying to come up for 2021.
A walk-in closet, you mean like a recording studio, Jay? You talking about like a movie studio?
Nigga, whatever the fuck. We doing it all. We doing it all over here.
Photo booth studio.
Jay gonna shoot a whole movie in a closet. one location.
Nigga, different angles, but they all got the same background.
Man, that would be impressive if you could pull that off.
I probably will try. I'm not gonna try.
Dope, man. Well, for starters, man, I appreciate y'all pulling up, man. If the other two pull up, we'll just welcome them when they get here. Welcome anybody who's watching live. I'm not looking at my actual page, so I can't really check the views right now. But y'all can share it on y'all pages if y'all want to, fellas. This is the We Are the Groceries podcast. Today, instead of us being a bunch of comedians who don't know each other, networking, all these comedians here, we all know each other.
These are my friends.
I met them in one of my favorite cities to do comedy, to actually be a comedian, I should even say, to live and do comedy, which is Miami, Florida. Got JJ in the house, young Netflix, Jay McCord, and then Manny Garavito, who's currently in Bollywood, but he will be back shortly.
What's up, everybody?
Yeah, man. So I guess we can start with the particulars, with everybody's Thanksgiving. I had Chinese food and didn't do much, you know what I'm saying? Smoked weed, ate Chinese, I had to, watch a couple movies. Anybody how?
Why would you Chinese food?
Would you want to cook a turkey for myself?
Yeah.
Chinese food and marijuana on any day sounds like a fucking.
That's what I'm saying. That's the best. What are you talking about, man? You don't know the best. I don't even know why I'm having this argument with you. What do you mean?
I'm saying during the pandemic, you eating Chinese food? You still fucking with it? I'm just asking. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, I eat American. I eat American food too, and the case is hella up out here in LA. In LA, we never upgraded from outside eating, and they done just took that away. We never made it inside, and they done shut that down. So, we got our own problems, is what I'm saying. But did anybody do the traditional route? Anybody had real food, I should say? Thanksgiving food?
Of course. I had 2 helpings of real food. Haitian. You know, I live with Haitians, so I had the Haitian Thanksgiving this morning. I woke up to that pretty much.
Gotcha. What does that look like exactly?
Yeah, what is the Haitian Thanksgiving? What are the ingredients?
It's actually
put
not
everything
that
in one big pot.
A big ass Thanksgiving goulash. That's it. It's actually not that different though. They had collard greens, the macaroni and cheese. They call it macaroni something. It's not macaroni and cheese. It's macaroni with something else. But they also have like some kind of meat in it as well. But yeah, like collard greens.
Oh, hamburger helper.
The turkey, almost. Nigga, it's like international hamburger helper.
Okay.
Hamburger helper, deluxe type shit. It's like big ass noodles and with like a bunch of flavor, actual seasoning. Hamburger helper is made by the other folks.
It's actually a glove. A glove makes it.
Right. Hamburger helper need more help than they suggest. It actually needs
Exactly. You still gotta be helping them motherfucking ass. That's what this shit didn't tell you. But yeah, and they cook turkey differently. They don't just have like the whole turkey. They actually like cut it up and shit. It's like, and not. I know it's not the way that y'all thinking. I just can't explain how it was because I ain't even know that it was turkey when it was put on my plate. But the shit was, it's dope though. It was good. That's all I have to say.
Gotcha.
Different but good.
Right. All right. What about you, JJ? What you had, man?
I had the basics, candy yams, ham, turkey. What else we had? Banana pudding. The basic shit.
Damn, I still ain't get no banana pudding. I don't even know if we got none.
You was with there you go. You was with fam, JJ, or you was just with your?
Nah, I was home alone. And then I got woken up to come over here and get a plate type shit.
Oh, gotcha.
You know, ain't no love in my household.
What's up, Simba?
We don't do that lovey-dovey shit.
You can't hear you. I got my headphones in.
Oh,
They said hi.
gotcha.
Okay, they said hi. All right. That's enough. Kick rocks.
So Manny, so what was your 2 Thanksgivings like?
Just turkey, mashed potatoes. I made the banana bread. That's it. Oh, some stuffing.
Y'all had 4 items at both houses.
Oh yeah, the second round. Yeah, no, the second round. I
The
went to
2
the other
families,
house.
they had 4 items. They had the same 4 items at both houses.
I had to go to the other house to get the trimmings.
That's horrible.
Jesus.
No, on the second house I had rice and beans, or as the Cubans call it, con gris, with pork. Yeah, man. My diet went out the window today. That's for sure.
And you know what's so funny? It looks even crazier like on Facebook Live, because like the way I have it set up, when your camera isn't on, it automatically just takes you off of like the view. So like if Manny ever talks, it literally looks like it's just like a random voice just talking to me, JJ, and Jay. Like they don't even see your logo. I'm just looking at it right now. So yeah, you might as well just.
Well, that's good, man. Then it won't be so obvious that I'm the only Hispanic guy in the group again. Hanging out.
Actually, it's more obvious than you think, because we can hear your fucking mustache.
Hey, I don't have the mustache on, as a matter of fact.
His lips still way down from before he cut it off. Pot roast. No, I'm just kidding.
Nigga,
Right,
are you taking selfies, nigga?
Now I'm trying to share it on Facebook while I'm on Zoom with y'all.
I was about to say, I see you biting your lip and shit, looking to the side. This nigga gotta be Hollywood on Zoom.
How you trying to roast me before our competition? You know we going against each other.
Yeah, I see it. It's not a roast.
Manny did that shit on purpose.
How does that work? I've been seeing that like Manny post about it, but I was never there to actually see it. So what does that look like?
It's just a joke off. We gonna both do a set, and then the audience decide who was funny.
Gotcha. But how do y'all decide who goes first? Is it like a coin toss or something like that, or whatever?
Yeah, it's a coin toss at the beginning.
And
I haven't went against nobody. Everybody will go against me, forfeit.
Everybody that went against you did forfeit. Not this time, son. I'm at least.
Each other I won, Jay.
Nigga, that shit. Come on now. Listen. We ain't even finna go, nigga. That was your fucking show. You hosted for a whole hour and a half, and I did 3 minutes. And then you gonna ask which one y'all like the most. Get the fuck out of here.
This is still a competition, bro.
He been up all night.
You right. I gave it to you. I gave you the W. You good. But don't worry. I'm coming back. We Gucci.
Nigga told me you retired, man.
Who?
They say Jay McCoy retired from
I thought you retired too, Jay.
When I saw your name, I was like, how the fuck I'm going against a nigga that ain't even doing
it? If anything, I retired from comedy in Miami. Ain't no goddamn retiring altogether. Nah, this shit.
Oh, you don't live down here?
Nah, of course I still live down here. But I'm finna clear soon enough. That's another subject though.
Bitch, you in the city. Yeah, I retired out Miami. Nigga, you still here.
Retired. Hey, you use open mic funds to retire.
I've been doing for a lot of their shows. You tripping?
He on his D-Wade tour, man. You know what I'm saying? He trading jerseys with niggas and shit. You know what I'm saying?
I don't change cameras on y'all boys. You slip.
He hanging with Fassel. I think he ain't fucking with Manny anymore.
Jay's making a statement by spending more gas money.
Yeah, I tell you.
He's on strike.
Oh, you
I'm gonna burn more gas to make a statement.
By spill the beans, okay? That boy get free books and coffee.
Nigga, I'm waiting for my jacket to come.
He got $20 and he had to sign a contract saying he can't do anything within a 20-mile radius.
That nigga got sponsored by Spill the Beans Coffee Lounge. That's crazy.
I actually got a Spill the Beans show coming up via Zoom. Coming up in December.
I seen that shit. I was about to say, I know this nigga ain't coming to Miami.
I don't.
Oh, never mind. Okay,
I always ask Manny, dog, how the fuck is Rudy surviving with all these fucking Zoom shows? Your Zoom fucking account should be fucking suspended at this point, bro. You probably ran up a tab. Every day you got a different Zoom call with him. You worse than the school. You worse than motherfucking school.
They fuck with me.
This nigga got a specialty account.
This nigga got a show called What Bitches Think. He got a show called What Niggas
What Bitches Think?
For real.
Oh,
what Bitches Think? That's so funny.
This nigga tripping.
Hey, but I'm about to switch over though, like to I ain't gonna say switch over. I'm about to either switch over or use as well something I just learned about called StreamYard. Because StreamYard is definitely even better when you doing like live shit like this, because it can just do a lot more, even just visually. So yeah, man.
Yeah, I use StreamYard. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Rudy, I ain't gonna lie, dog. I watched you with the same Christmas tree up for a year, and this Christmas again, dog. I respect you, my nigga.
What? No,
you talking about Christmas again? That shit wasn't even there last Christmas.
Yeah, it wasn't. I put it up during the pandemic. It just seemed like it's been up a while. My sister decorated. She didn't want to put the decorations on, but yeah.
I was like, it's been a whole fucking year I watched this Christmas tree sit up, dog.
Exactly.
It's been a minute since probably like May.
That been there. That shit been there for a year, and it's about to see its first Christmas.
Nah, that's facts.
That don't make no sense.
Nah, that's facts. Nah, that's facts. All right, man. Well, man, are you almost home? I'm trying to give you a chance to get home before we.
Yeah. I'll be there in like 5-10 minutes.
You said that
Rudy,
shit
God,
5-10 minutes ago.
You definitely said that already.
No, man. I'm trying to catch up with the rest of these guys, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just
catch up with who? You got more videos than fucking World Star at this point.
I'm saying.
I
what I'm saying is,
but he probably didn't give it World Star money at this point.
But that's what I'm saying.
Rudy battle pen fucking the entire drum line. I'm like, this nigga ain't got nobody else to go against. This nigga don't know. I'm like, this nigga going against Bugs Bunny this week. Niggas can't fuck with you for real, dog.
Bro, but it's just like, you remember when I was in Miami and me and you was really just starting to use our Instagram, and so we was like we was literally watching our followers go up, 10 at a time, 11 at a time, 20 at a time. So it's the same thing now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm literally like, you done dance battle every meme I know. It done went down, dog.
Nah, that's fact. Nah, this nigga don't dance battle everybody. He got his friends goddamn battling now.
I see him get on there with a white boy one time. The white boy had his kid walking through the scene and all.
That shit was funny.
But what's so crazy was he made that video on his own. He had already posted it like maybe 2 days before and tagged me in it. And so he was just like, hey, if you want to use this, whatever like that. And I thought the video was hilarious. So I was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna use this shit. Yeah. So
as soon as he started dancing, I started dying. And then when you jumped in, that joke was just funny.
That's how you know you made it. When you got white people dancing, sending you videos, bro.
But he a comedian though. He a comic. He a comic I know from DC though. Like, yeah. That's my nigga Terrence.
You're a white comedian.
But I think Jay, we had this conversation. I be telling people to send me videos, but people either don't do it or they try to dance for real. And I'm like, but don't try to really win. Like, it's a funny video. It's not about
I'm going
to the fullest, man.
But I'm saying,
go in the background and all my shit.
That's fine, bro. That's fine. You just gotta send me the video. That's what I'm saying. You send me the video, we can make it happen.
Nah, I got you. Ain't finna beat me. You be having on vests, wigs. You got costumes,
bro. It's no win or lose, bro. Nobody cares.
Dog, one video you pulled out your Optimus jersey. I say this nigga.
All right, I'll be right back, guys. I'll be right back.
I remember that shit.
Manny, you were never here. What is he talking about?
For real though, that nigga just chimed in like, God, I'll be right back.
Nah, I don't know. This nigga want to sit here and talk about Kevin Hart. You trying to end nigga careers on live.
How?
Damn, nigga, that was your exit? Oh, I'm about to say. Ain't finna fuck up my career. Bye.
That nigga, you on mute, JJ. You on mute.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Don't buy nothing off Wish. I brought my stand off Wish. This shit.
Bro, you gonna be good. But first of all, bro, I didn't know you was waiting on Kevin Hart to give you a big break, bro. I'm
not waiting on Kevin Hart, but I do want to do the Heart of the City edition. And I don't want to talk shit and then nigga be like, nah, nigga, I saw that shit.
What I'm saying, it's your opinion. I didn't say you gotta shit on him as a person. First of all, I don't know how any of y'all feels. I didn't come on here saying like, "Yo, let's roast it." All I said was, watch it. I said, watch it.
And we was gonna say. That's why you started the whole shit. He's like, "Oh, I gotta see what my niggas gonna say about this."
No.
I did because I'm doing this for irresponsible. We did none of this shit for.
Well, for one, Zoom didn't exist during Irresponsible, and I already made it clear how I felt about Irresponsible. I told y'all I seen Irresponsible live, and I seen it on Netflix, and it was trash both times. I seen What Now live and on Netflix, and it was great live. In the football stadium, I didn't too much care for. I ain't gonna say it was as bad as Irresponsible, but it wasn't as. I think the football stadium to me kind of drowned out the jokes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it was way too much like going on for me to even, I guess, kind of buy into that or whatever like that. Now, let me explain. Seriously funny, laugh at my pain, grown little man, all those I liked all those. Those I enjoyed. So it's just been the later two that I had any type of issue with. And so I definitely watched this one to see like, was this going to be, a bounce back, or was this going to be the same old shit? Because some people have just given up on him. You know what I'm saying? Like, my sister just don't watch him. I'm actually a fan of Kevin Hart. I like his work. I think his movies have gotten better. But going back to the two that I was talking about that kind of suffered, I do think that, it's possible that, he has a lot more on his plate. Because if you notice the people who do pretty much strictly stand up, the Dave Chappelle's, the Bill Burrs, Chris Rock, whoever, you could just tell, like, when you see them on stage that they've, especially if like us, they've done this routine a gazillion times. Like, they got this shit down pat. You know what I'm saying? And it's not split focus with something else. But with Kevin Hart, he does a lot. You know what I'm saying? To have the brand that he has, he has a lot of movie scripts in his mind that he's writing and remembering to act in or whatever like that. So to me, I feel like because, he has so much whatever like that, I just think it just kind of just, it affected his stand-up. But also, I will make and this has nothing to do with No Fucks Given. This is strictly the last two. But also, he's also appealing to a broader audience. So, like, where he was probably more heavily favored with, just say, black people in his career, now that he's doing more international tours, he has to do jokes and present himself that spreads to the world. You know what I'm saying? Because I've even heard Spank, one of the Plastic Cup boys who opens for him, talk about, like, when he does his jokes overseas, sometimes he bombs because they don't understand what he's saying, or they don't get, you know what I'm saying, the American or the Philly or the whatever type of, joke or whatever like that. So so I still respect Kevin, you know what I'm saying? I think, he whether,
Say it right. He's in LA right there with you. He's in LA.
Well, I don't give a fuck about that. What I'm saying is, what I'm saying is, as far as like black people, I think if black people never jump back on the Kevin Hart bandwagon, he's still going to be fine because he's already earned the world, as an audience. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody in the world loves him. So
yeah, but you don't feel like at a time like this, you want the black people more than anybody.
I feel
the black people. It's like the black people want him.
I feel that. I'm with you there, but what I'm saying is that it, as much of a failure as some of these last specials could have looked to us, and I'm talking about specifically black people, I'm not talking about comedians, specifically black people, they did not necessarily fail because on the global scale of what it is that he was even trying to accomplish, I think he still hit his numbers, whatever like that, because he has a fan base that no matter what, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna fuck with Kevin Hart. And that's just where he's kind of at. But me as a fan of him, and me even being a comic and me being a fan of comedy, the last two prior to this one, I just didn't like. So when I came to this one, I was really just wanted to see, how I felt about it. So I want you guys' thoughts, man. Let's get into it now that we got Manny officially here on the podcast.
Can you imagine if like Kevin puts out a hit on Rudy for talking shit on this one show? This is his last episode
I told Rudy this shit. It's dangerous. It's dangerous talk, bro. You can't really do stuff like this.
Nah, it's not.
It's not like Rudy's going anywhere, man. I said he's done. He's doing Zoom bucket list shows now.
I'm actually doing one of
what? Y'all seen this nigga before? Make sure that's the only nigga ever fucking performs ever again.
I'm doing well enough where I can show my real background. Manny always has this backdrop because he doesn't want to know. He doesn't want people to know his real situation. Let's talk about the difference there.
Like, how you gonna ban somebody doing bucket list shows on Zoom?
Hey man. Manny talks to the same 6 people all 2020 on his IG live when he does comedy.
They're all different.
Hold on.
He know all 6 people by name.
All 6 of them are different.
Not at the same time. They have
I'm in those
time
6
slots.
Yeah.
I'm in those 6.
He said, Manny know each person.
I get 2. I get 2 in the first 15. Then I got a second show at 6:30. Another 2.
He's actually checking their tickets. Like, no, I need to see that if I let you in the room. Like, which show did you book? This first show only for 2 people. This first show only for 2 people.
Oh no! You've been here since 6 o'clock. It's time for you to go. It's 6 You ain't paid for this part.
Rudy, you know how bad it's getting? Manny actually out here coaching people how not to be comedians no more.
He like, if I couldn't do that shit, y'all can't either. All right, let me talk you out of this shit. He
like, for $300, I'll show you some jokes that will not work. I promise.
3,500.
3,500.
This nigga taxing niggas to end careers. Like, I promise you, you'll never get booked again.
This nigga is a pyramid scheme. 35.
That's why you're where you're at. You think like all this stuff is a scam. It actually works. It's good
Nigga,
stuff.
and for $3,500,
we know
I'm
it
gonna
works.
be worse off. What the fuck you mean? You tripping?
We know this shit works because we
2
fell in
years
your
ago.
trap and look at us now on a Zoom call with Rudy. Ain't nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Bitch, you ain't hear what I said, nigga? I'm doing shows in Fort Lauderdale now. What
Did you hear what we said? You sponsored by Spill the Beans. That shit does not affect you. He said Fort Lauderdale like he on the map now, boy. I'm on
the map, nigga. I'm spread, nigga.
We be mad. I be mad when nigga like, yeah, my show in Fort Lauderdale. Nigga, I can't do it, nigga. Fuck
Jay's the kind of person that will see you have a Netflix special and say that you scammed your way to the top.
Yeah, right. Goddamn right. If they didn't use MiamiComedy.com, goddamn it, hell yeah.
I be looking at the pictures from the Fort Lauderdale shows, bro. And I be sad, dog. I be like, dog. It's tough.
You be looking at what?
So now I don't know. I used to see pictures from shows up there, like the rooms up there. Them shit just look small, light. Look like country bars, bro.
The times
they usually is. They usually is. It'd be a lot of comments.
So Jay, what you was gonna say about the special though? I know you about to get into it.
Man, it's gonna be a group assassin. You trying to get everybody in on this, huh?
Listen. Nah, I mean the way that I feel about it, if you're gonna be, I mean, in this career, you know you're gonna have people talking about you, period. But you should be able to accept the people's opinions on a project that you put in. For comedians, that's all it's about. We're doing this shit to make people laugh. And one thing I didn't like about how this one came out is the whole message behind the no fucks given, zero fucks given, whatever it is. Like, on one end, yeah, it's a cool attitude to have, but then when you see the product that he don't put out, it's like, nigga, you probably should have gave more fucks, because this, for real, that wasn't even trying to roast him. Like this is like, it was like real lackluster. And production wise, and this is what pissed me off, because production wise, even though it wasn't no arena, no studio, no theater or anything, this shit was still dope. I mean, that obviously wasn't his house. He had like a nice little stage set up or whatever, and it was like real intimate and shit. Right. He had his posters up in the background. It was dope. It was real dope aesthetically, but the jokes just wasn't there for me. And I really think, just like you were saying, even the last one, I personally liked Irresponsible more than What Now. But this one was just a letdown all the way across all 7. Like, it just didn't seem like the same comedian. And you know what?
Okay, good.
Just real quick, one thing, I know me and you talk about Kevin a lot, Rudy, and one thing you already know, the first 2 is my favorite. The Grown Little Man, Seriously Funny. Seriously Funny is not as funny as Grown Little Man, but it's still my favorite one. And I thought maybe with this new Kevin, I was being too much of a harsh critic. I'm like, maybe because he was like newer then, I just was like favoring him more. So let me go back. I went back and watched Seriously Funny the other day. And even as I'm saying the bits, I'm still laughing because that shit was just genuinely funny.
Right.
And I can come back to something that he made like in even Let Me Explain or What Now or whatever. Like I don't have that same effect. In this one, like nothing. Like I don't even, and I even went back and watched this one again just to see if it was as trash as I thought it was. And it just didn't do it for me.
Let me ask you this: when you say it's a letdown, because like with me, and we've talked about this kind of prior to this, but like for me, and I said it earlier, I guess a few minutes ago, but like for me, I completely hated Irresponsible. Like I said, and I seen it in live and on Netflix. And the reason why I say I hated that one, because to me that was the one where he took like way too much low hanging fruit. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just like just, you know what I'm saying? Like the wife, I think I may have brought this up, like the wife with the cookies, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, check the cookies or whatever. He like, oh, well, I'm about to get some milk for this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like you're too big to make that joke now. You know what I'm saying? Like if you were earlier, fine. But like Kevin Hart, where you're at now, you can't make a milk and cookies joke about internet cookies. That's not, you know what I'm saying? Like that's just, to me, that's just, kind of just, like I said, grab a low-hanging fruit. So it was a bunch of that for me. But then with this one, I'll go last with my thoughts. But so the point I'm making is that you like that one more, but you said this one was a letdown. So what about this one was a letdown in the sense of like specifics? Like, was it like, I really thought this was going to go one way, but it turned, this way? Like what's, in reference to that?
Okay, being that, like I said, how I felt about the last two, it wasn't even like I was looking at this as, okay, this is finna be his comeback. It wasn't nothing like that. It was just, I just wanted to see it. I was gonna check it out because I am a fan of Kevin, so of course I just wanted to see his latest project or whatever. But it was a letdown in the sense that I don't feel like the jokes were fully fleshed out. At the same time, I understand how this shit goes. I know that you got to hit the clubs, you got to work out and stuff. And he said himself that he prepared for what, 3 months or whatever.
Right.
That's understandable, but if you only preparing for 3 months, why are you dropping a special? Like, there's nothing wrong with not doing specials. I think he has 7 of them now.
Right.
Like, there's nothing wrong with just, like, nobody has had to say in the last minimum 5 years, nobody has had to say, where's Kevin Hart?
Right.
Because he's always dropping something. But it doesn't necessarily have to be a stand-up. Stand-up is something that we have to put the work into, let this shit grow, let it build into something, into a masterpiece, and then you come out with Grown Little Man. That was 10 years of grinding right there. Right. Now he's doing this shit every 2 years, and every time he drops something, it's just like more watered down than the past. And with him doing so much with the movies, he has endorsements. He got his production company. He got all this. He got all these different hats on. Which kudos to him, salute to him, of course. But that shit is taken away from what you can do on stage. Like you said, the Bill Burrs and the Dave Chappelles and shit, who got the guys who are like solely or at least mostly invested in their stand-up, they can take 2 years and come out with a dope-ass special because that's all they're doing in that 2 years.
Exactly.
In his 2 years, he's doing 7 different jobs along with stand-up.
Right.
So it's not, all that concentration is not going into. So I think if he, honestly, yes, the last few were letdowns. This one, absolutely. But I really feel like if he just took 3, 4, maybe 5 years, not even saying don't do anything else, but just stay away from doing the specials. Work on your stand-up, hit your clubs, do whatever. Just take 5 years to really build a set. I think that should be dope as fuck. I think if he doesn't touch Grown Little Man, I think it'll be at least second best because I mean with as long as he's been doing it and as much as he has to say, or at least he will have to say over that time period, I think it'll be some fire. He'll have some time to flesh out the jokes and all that shit. I think it'll be some dope shit. But right now, this every 2 years dropping and these weak ass punchlines, it's not working. Like this is kind of like a nigga who's been doing it for a few years. This is not 20 years of stand up.
Right.
In my opinion, that's my opinion.
Right. And Jade, I want you to go next, but before you do, I just want to say real quick, Jade. I think I didn't look this up, so I'm really just assuming, but he was under contract with Netflix to do like the 2 specials or whatever. So I don't know if he had to like go ahead and do something because of that, or whatever like that's. And to your point in reference to why he just didn't wait or something like that, I'm saying I think I don't know if that had something to do with him having to go ahead and put it out. Is what I'm saying. It might not.
Yeah, but even with those kind of deals, are there time limits on them to where if they say, okay, we're gonna do 3 specials with you, but you have 6 years to do it? Like you can't do that to a comedian.
I don't know. I'm not educated on that matter, so I couldn't.
I don't know either. I mean,
yeah.
If that's the case, then it's more understandable. If that's the case, if you're contractually obligated, okay, that's one thing. But you know, the way that he talks about it, you remember he even said at the beginning, he was like, I felt like the way to get back to myself was to get back to stand up.
Right.
And it's like, but that's not what we know you as.
Right.
As far as stand up, like
me
watching your stand-ups made me want to watch your movies, not the other way around.
For sure.
So if I got into his stand-up now without seeing his movies, I wouldn't want to see his movies.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. So, no, that's facts. What you got, JJ?
I don't know, man. I think it's just, you feel me? It's like rap. You know, after they make so much money, it's not like the first couple like songs or mixtapes they drop like wasn't as hard. You feel me? I feel like he just doesn't. I feel like I ain't gonna say he lost his passion, but like maybe it was his passion. I don't know. I don't think it was. I ain't gonna say it was his worst, but it wasn't one of them things. Where it was like, damn, I want to do stand up now. Like I see that shit. Like fuck, I'm ready to touch a mic. Like it was just like. I see him just getting a quick, easy check. And he Kevin Hart. Like, you can't get mad at a nigga for getting a check. Like, he probably ain't get that to like, that's why he ain't, I feel like that's why he didn't care, because it's just a check at the end of the day, something he had to do. Because I feel like he ain't talking about nothing relevant enough for me to really, like, gravitate to it. You feel me? Like, it wasn't interesting to me at all. You know, you feel me? You can't say a comedian bad or good. They can always do good, but what they talking about can't be, like, interesting to you. It's time Sweet get on stage. I'm like, I really don't care what you're talking about. He killing the room right now. But I'm just not interested in him talking about like whatever the fuck he's talking about. You get me?
Right.
So I'm just gonna say I'm not gonna say it was bad. I'm gonna just say it wasn't nothing that I'm interested in at the moment. You get me? Like it's too much going on in the world for me to watch you be at such a level and ignore that like everything that's going on. You feel me? Even with himself, I feel like I ain't hear nothing about the accident, him cheating on his wife, him like disowning his best friend. You feel me? Like stuff like that. I want to hear you crack jokes about. Like that's what I'm hearing in the media. So I'm me being like. I guess a fan or a nigga inspiring to be you, I want to hear you talk about real life stuff, not some shit that you wrote on your way to this show type shit. Like quick jokes. I feel like those was easy jokes that he didn't even work at. That's how I feel. I'm like, that's an easy check. You ain't even these jokes you made up like probably like yesterday. So like I don't even see 3 months of work into what he did. Like 3 months, you know what the nigga could come up with in 3 months. You feel me? Like
that's
we just sat in the house.
As a professional too,
you have better than that. I just feel like he took a short. He took a easy. It wasn't even no easy check. It probably was like. Oh, you always one stand up. He like, all right, I got you real quick. Bam, bada boom, bada bang.
I got you real quick. Get 50 people. Let's put them in a small place. Tell them it's my house. I got you.
I'm gonna knock it out the park real quick. You feel me? Like he just dropped a quick verse, like a quick
right.
You can tell. Like we all know Kevin. We know what we know about Kevin.
Hey man, send me the song, man. I'll lay that shit down real quick. I'll do the feature real quick.
We know what we love about Kevin. You can look at it like he didn't even put his heart into it. Like you can see he was like hiding behind the jokes almost. Like you try not to talk about what we want to hear. You feel me? Like
Right.
Bitch, we know your lady beat your ass in that house. We know you cried. We know you sung songs and shit.
Right. That's real.
But is that not disappointing though?
Like,
but is that not disappointing?
I didn't watch
title of the shit.
I didn't go all the way through it. For me, it was like whatever. You feel me?
Jay, I do agree with you, yeah, because I was gonna make that point when I go for him to say like this was a zero fucks given. He definitely like gave a fuck every joke that was supposed to be like raw and dirty or whatever like that. Like you could tell he obviously gave a fuck. Like he always found a way to water it down, apologize. You know what I'm saying? Make light of it so that it wouldn't still. Because to your point, JJ, you say zero fucks given. I'm thinking you're gonna talk about the beef with Cat Williams, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking you feeling like, oh, Kevin Hart don't give a fuck. Okay, well let's see what that looks like. and it was still like safe little Kev. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you know, it just, you know. So I get into it more. But go ahead, Manny. I know you got, you know, do you think?
No, I don't want to say anything at all. I'm actually very disappointed in you, man. like you're just getting us together to talk shit about a very successful comedian. This is what we're doing. Like, I'm here just listening to this conversation, and I'm like, man, this is a setup. I just want to give out a public apology, Kevin, if you're listening, man. I'm so sorry. Rudy, you know, he don't mean it. He's just going nowhere. You know, you get a little agitated. How are we gonna do it? Like, I mean, if we were making fun of Fassel, I'd be like, yo, yeah, book me in for that show. Let's do that shit. But like, we had Kevin Hart?
Nah, but it's like Kevin Hart is like a rapper, bro. It's like a rapper dropped the album. It wasn't good. You can't get mad at that shit. We niggas looking up to him. Like, he didn't drop no shit that made me want to keep going.
And then comedy is subjective anyway, because plenty of people apparently felt like he dropped a fire-ass special. Yeah, a lot of people said it was hilarious.
It happens, man. Like,
a must see.
Some people's charisma and some people's fame overtakes like anything else. Like, people just want to be around the person because they're just so magnetized, and it's not really even talent.
Like me, I'm trash at comedy, but look
man, last night I opened for my friend Mario Ramil, man. That guy has a huge following in Miami, and everybody that was there loved him. Like,
Never heard of the nigga.
Well, he's huge in Miami. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I know Mario. Yeah.
And so I opened for him, and he's just a big, huge following. And some people are just more charismatic than others. You know, I mean, look at us. We're here talking shit. So we're losing charisma points right here.
But we're not, as we said, we're not talking shit. See, on the serious, I'm telling you, I am a fan of Kevin Hart. I'm not a person who hates his work. So like, when and just like what Jay said, I'm gonna
be on Heart of the City. I don't give about none of that shit.
Okay, well, that's fine. But I bought into him from watching Grown Little Men. Granted, I had seen Soul Plane first. But even seeing Soul Plane first, I thought it was a funny movie, but that didn't make me a Kevin Hart fan. I just was like, oh, okay, yo, this dude funny, he can act, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But then when I seen Grown Little Man, I was like, okay, I fuck with this nigga. Like, this is some shit. Like, this is funny. You know, go ahead, Jay.
You know what's crazy? Even after seeing Soul Plane, he was the last person I thought about in that movie.
Right, for sure.
Because you got an all-star cast.
Right.
You got an all-star cast, and then, like, forget what happened in the box office. Like, it's a legitimately funny movie.
Right.
However you feel about the story or whatever. Like,
low key, my first time watching Soul Plane, I got some pussy, so I didn't know what the fuck was going on. It took me a couple years later to realize that Soul Plane was a classic. And I'm like, oh shit, I remember my first time getting some pussy was doing that movie. Like, it was like, so I always thought Soul Plane after that. I was like, you know what? Like, that movie dope as fuck.
Yeah, no, it's definitely like a little cult classic or whatever. But like, he wasn't even the highlight of the movie, so it definitely took something like. Well, matter of fact, I liked him better in Paper Soldiers. I think that's what me
Paper Soldiers. Yeah,
I like the scene. I like the scene in 40-Year-Old Virgin when
white people.
Yeah. Oh, exactly. Classic. Yeah, that's when white people found out who he was.
Like, you using big words. You're using big words now, so I'm gonna take that as a matter of offense.
Oh, right.
This your boy.
That was before anybody knew who he was. They were just asking who's that little aggressive Jamaican in the
aggressive Jamaican.
Like, that was before anybody knew who he was. But yeah, like little stuff like that, like that'll pique your interest. But
nah, Kevin know I fuck with him, dog. You know I'm really on Heart of the City. This is my audition tape. I ain't talking shit about you, but I'm letting you know. I'm letting you know.
I appreciate y'all.
You know, I got a better set than no fucks given.
I appreciate y'all giving me as much credit to think that Kevin Hart gonna see this. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Kevin Hart is a very hands-on guy.
When we get our chance to sit in front of him, he go Google us in this bullshit ass podcast.
And so you rather him sit here and watch y'all obviously having a bad opinion, but sit here and say on camera. I mean, I don't want to say nothing bad because if you had something good to say, you would have just said it. You feel what I'm saying?
Hey, Rudy, don't even worry. Our spots on Heart of the City is solidifying. We good. You just gonna respect our honesty.
That's Joey Wells' show, anyways. Kevin Hart just the face of it, so you impressed the wrong nigga. But hey, man, I'll give my take this since Manny don't want to go. Manny done bitched up.
I mean,
Manny know better. Manny been in this game 15 years. He know what to say.
I just know that when you get to that level of fame, man, you change. You're surrounded by different people. You got different business options. You're doing bigger things. So like coming down and trying to do something for the sake of art or whatever you guys standardize it as, it's not part of that world anymore. He's in another world. Like he's doing Jumanji. Like that's working with The Rock. So
literally,
it's like
that's why I say it's different. Times have changed.
Yeah, it's totally
He's
different.
not doing it for the culture no more. It's for Hollywood. Like we can't get mad at that.
For somebody like him who every time he talks about stand-up, he's talking about his passion for it, his love for it, how that's who he is.
He don't talk about his passion for stand-up. He talk about comedy. You gotta go back and watch the interview. He say comedy. He love comedy.
Nah, he talking about stand-up, bro. No, it's stand-up.
No, he talking about stand-up. He said stand-up is
stand-up.
his livelihood. His stand-up is who he is as a person and all that.
He said even when he stopped doing movies, he'll still do it. He'll keep doing stand-up. He said it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I did hear him say that.
It's just kind of hard watching Dave Chappelle drop
this is
some
what
shit.
you're dropping, though. If this is what you're coming out with, anybody going to see that on a consistent basis.
I think, it's Dave Chappelle's fault. Dave would never drop them specials. We would have been good. We just watched Dave put stand-up on such a high pedestal and be funny. Like he was culturally on and like funny at the same time. So to see something like that and then to watch Kevin Hart get in the ring and completely ignore it threw us off. You get me?
They also changed over time. His stand-up is completely different than what it was before.
But see, I saw Dave Chappelle's older specials even back when I was in high school, and remember dying laughing at him. You know what I'm saying? Like, and granted, his style of comedy is even kind of different than it was then. And you know what I'm saying? But because he, like I think even if he would have kept the Chappelle show, like that one show would not have taken as much time away from his comedy than what Kevin Hart's entire life takes away from his comedy. Because like Kevin Hart, it takes him a whole year and a half just to do one tour. But that's because he's shooting a movie, you know what I'm saying? He's doing this. He got Chase Bank. He got, this sportswear, this shoe, this, you know what I'm saying? It's like he's just doing a lot. And I don't blame him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, if you hot like that, everybody, coming after you, do what you got to do. But something is going to lack. Everything can't, you can't do a bunch of stuff and be the man and everything. And his movies are fine. Like, his movies aren't taking a hit. I thought both Jumanjis were great. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, his movies are fine, but to Jay's point, as far as him saying, I'm gun-ho, stand up, it just seemed like he's allowing the thing that's supposed to be the biggest love or whatever take the hardest fall in his career. You know what I'm saying? Because for me, with my quick critique on the zero fucks given, I like this one better than Irresponsible, only because I felt like he had way better premises in this one. It just was by the time he reached the joke, I was like, wait, that's all you was gonna do with that? You know what I'm saying? Because like
that's
some of the
thing that pissed me off too.
Right, some of the topics he brought up, I'm like, oh, this is good. I'm interested. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to, and then by the time he get to the punchline, it was, you know what I'm saying? He came quick. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just like, yo, this wasn't, you know what I'm saying? This wasn't what I thought. And then I watched it again prior to us coming on here. I remember like 2 days ago, something like that. Because Jay, I know I was talking with you about the whole 7 a.m. dick sucker joke, whichever like that, which I was saying I thought he was going to call back more. So to his credit, he did call it back once. When I watched it again, I didn't realize it.
Weak ass callback. That's probably why you didn't realize it.
Exactly. That's exactly the point I was getting ready to make. Because when I heard him do it, I was like, damn. So if I must have missed it the first time, this shit must have was sucked. Because like I did not catch the whole callback the first time. But I thought that like there was just different moments that I normally would see Kevin Hart react. You know what I'm saying, with callbacks, whatever like that, and it just didn't happen. I don't know if it's because he wrote this one himself without Joey and Harry. I don't know if it's because due to Corona not being able to rehearse the set as much or whatever the case may be. But it was just a lot of very, very good setups with very, very terrible punchlines. But I ain't gonna say terrible, but just a weak finish to such a great setup. And you know what I'm saying? So like I kind of gave him credit for that. Like there was, and I think the different times that I just say chuckled, if you will, because I didn't like Irresponsible never cracked a smile live or on Netflix. But with this one, like there was different moments that I kind of like laughed because of how he said something. You know, it was never like a full joke. It was just like, when he picked up the phone, it was like racist fucks or whatever. Like that kind of made me chuckle because it was just how he said it. But it wasn't the whole joke. I was just laughing leading up to it. You know what I'm saying? The brick oven pizza, even all that shit. Like I just, you know what I'm saying? Like it was a cool story, I guess, if you will, but it wasn't a good closing bit to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't.
Absolutely not. No,
especially because he didn't sell it. Like he was trying to sell.
Girl, why are you following me?
Oh, this nigga. He was trying to sell that it was a white versus a black friend type of thing. Like with the white friends, they appreciate brick oven pizza, the 7 cheeses, the whatever, and then the black friends no. But nobody got that because he didn't sell it. You know what I'm saying? Like he mentioned, these are white people, and then he'll tell some joke. Oh, and these are black people. No, lead with that. So we get the fact that you wanted to have this same moment in Seinfeld, but you didn't get it because your black friends didn't appreciate it the same way his white friends did. I don't see anything wrong with that, but you got to go ahead and sell that, especially if it's your closing bit. You know what I'm saying? So my closing arguments basically is, like I said, I did think it was a step up in my opinion because, like I said, I didn't like Irresponsible so much. But once again, I don't know if he just didn't have enough time to practice because of Corona. Whatever the case may be, these jokes definitely felt like they didn't get worked out. They didn't get the full, okay, boom, you should try this. Okay, oh, when I did this at that mic, it didn't. Okay, I felt like those conversations weren't had. You know what I'm saying? When you working out bits or whatever, it just was like, okay, this is funny. I'm going to use this. Okay, this is funny. I'm going to use this. Okay, this is funny. I'm going to use it. And then when you say it, because to his point, to his credit, when I did my special in Tampa, and y'all asked me how I felt like I did afterwards, I was like, yeah, that was my best. And I knew it because prior to that, I hadn't been on stage in like a month and some change. You know what I'm saying? So like there was a different rhythm when I'm literally going and living in Miami, going on stage 7 nights a week. So when somebody asks me to do a show, I'm already in rhythm. I'm doing the same shit I'm doing every single night. You know what I'm saying? But if you ever lose that rhythm, it's not that you can't get on stage and be funny, but it's a rhythm. It's a time. You know what joke come next. You know how you think in this position. If somebody react this way, like you have all this stuff down pat, and when that rhythm isn't there, it can really show, especially to people like us who know what that rhythm look like. So we're watching, we're like, dang, like, Kev, I feel like you on the brink of something, but he just wasn't landing. So that's,
You don't think him going on stage with a pajama gave all this away at first glance? Like that was comfortable as fuck on stage. He didn't work hard enough. He was on pajamas, man. A silk with a fire in the back. He was like, I'm gonna piss somebody off with this special, and then here comes Rudy. I'm mad. This guy was way too comfortable. This guy was way comfy.
Nah, but you know what? He wasn't comfortable though, because like back to what JJ was saying about some of the stuff you wanted to hear him talk about. That's because of the way he set it up. If you think about it, this man, for the first time, he was spreading the news negatively with the whole situation about cheating on his wife, the whole situation with his best friend possibly being behind it and that shit, and then the car accident and all this stuff. Yeah, when you come out with a special saying no fucks given, we think that you about to talk about this stuff. Not only talk about it, but go in, right? Because you don't care. You went through the trouble of making us think that you in your house. You got on pajamas, nigga. You just sit here talking to us. Right. You're supposed to be going in on this stuff that we hear. But one thing I couldn't get mad at I couldn't get mad at him not doing that because technically that would be kind of off-brand for him. We know Kevin to talk about his family. We know Kevin to talk about his relationships and shit like that. But as far as really diving in his personal life, like really telling us some shit that make people be like, oh shit, I can't believe he even said something like that.
Right, exactly.
Man, he talk about his crazy baby mama.
Say what?
No, he don't. But he always bring his ex-wife into it. He always anything with his ex-wife, current wife, kids, whatever. That's always his daddy. That's always a recurring thing. And what I'm saying is that's fine. But like to Jay's point and to everybody's point, you can't call a special 0 fucks given. And then you get on stage and you clearly give a fuck about what you're saying. Because, like, he even made it a point to think that calling his daughter a hoe in the joke was like that was him not giving a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not a harsh joke, bro. Like, and I seen that right. I seen that coming from the first time he was like, oh, and then she switched to this boy and liked him instead. I was like, he getting ready to call his daughter a hoe. I see it coming. I see it. But I thought he was gonna use a word like thought or something like that, like whatever. You know what I'm saying? But he thought that was the, you know what I'm saying? Like, but if you want to give like zero fucks, you gotta push the envelope further. Oh, my daughter a hoe. You just like your mama, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta like push it. But like, he just was just like, you know, he just stayed safe. He did the whole Italian imitation, and then was like, you know what? I think that's racist. I apologize. You know what I'm saying? He make the one arm joke. I'm probably gonna get canceled for that. Like he kept trying to make light of it while trying.
See, he was still being conscious of, like, it would have been dope if he took the whole route of, I don't like people anymore. Y'all made me not like people because of how y'all treat the famous people. So fuck y'all.
Right.
And here's why. And here's me telling y'all more about fucking y'all. Like, if he had a winning on that shit, it could have been so much more satisfactory. Especially when you start off like that. You start off saying you don't like people. Like, oh, this is Kevin Hart, the stop and take a picture, sign an autograph, family-friendly Kevin Hart, now saying I don't like people. Go the fuck into that. Go in. Zero fucks given. Go in on that. That's what I was looking for, and he didn't. He stayed on the surface and kept moving on.
Right.
Which is cool if that shit would have been called anything else. Like if it was called anything else, then cool. But like you come with this whole setup and this mindset of I don't give a fuck, but you didn't show that at all.
Right. Plot twist.
Everything
zero
was
fucks
like
given.
You said, everything was up.
Zero fucks given to what all of us think.
And that's another thing. Remember, I don't know if you guys saw, he released a statement about or not the statement, but he had on Instagram where people was asking him how did he feel about the feedback, and he's like, oh, I don't give a fuck. Oh, people saying it's the old Kevin. I don't give a fuck. Go see what the old Kevin. You saying all this, nigga, these are your fans. Like, these are the people that you were talking about entertaining.
Right.
JJ is falling asleep, but you have to understand.
I'm high full, boy.
That boy took one hit of the blunt and had to lay the
This man can't last 5 more minutes, bro. We've been here an hour.
But we just saw this nigga light this shit
I'm
up.
trying to save my audition, man. I don't know about you niggas.
Yeah, man. I mean, look, to what JJ's saying, like, Kevin is very hands-on, man. Like, when he did Heart of the City here in Miami, he was talking to all the comics. I went to his book signing. I met him. I went to his
I went to the book signing and met him too, guy. Okay, who gives a fuck?
Hold on,
you fucking scary ass motherfuckers. Are y'all gonna talk about the special or tell me how you worried about Kevin Hart finding this video?
I went to a movie theater to go see High School Reunion, or that school movie, Night School.
Wow, High School Reunion. You disrespecting the man film made by his production company. That was the first movie made by Harvey Productions. You told us a High School Musical, whatever that shit called.
I was there. I was
there.
There was only like 18 people in the movie theater, and those like comfy ass couches that like kick up and all that. Dude came out with Fat Joe to talk to 18 people. Very hands on.
And you know what? The name of his movie.
There's gonna be.
Manny was trying to get some pussy. He didn't care what the movie was called.
Dude, you were right. You're right. Yeah, I was on a date.
He like, look, bitch, we had a movie theater. I'm showing you Kevin Hart. This is my life.
Bro, JJ, you nailed it, man. You know me too well. I got 2 free tickets because I promoted the show, and they were like, Kevin Hart's gonna show up. She was like, oh my God. And surely enough, really impressed.
Bitch can't tell you no after she saw Kevin Hart. Like, you gotta let me up, bitch. You saw Kevin.
We're the ones disrespecting Kevin, but he got 2 free tickets to the movie and still didn't pay attention to it because he was trying to get pussy.
Promoted the movie and still don't know the name of the movie.
right. But we're the ones disrespectful because we don't like the special.
Right.
That's insane.
I was just, you feel me? He just got to check, man. He got some good ones. You got some bad ones. Everyone can't be a classic. I just feel like in a time like this, me being a comedian, I would expect a comedian to say more.
You know what? F that. You know what? One thing I'll take this shit back to, T-Pain. You was talking about rappers. T-Pain had 2 more albums he had to do on, I believe it was Convict Music. That nigga dropped them 2 albums. They was hard, but he did nothing at all. Mama call you. He did nothing. I just heard. I'm on the.
And now T-Pain's on Twitch.
This is why I stopped doing the podcast. But two albums he released and did no type of advertisement. He just let them out and then went on and did his thing. If you're contractually obligated, throw out some bull, but don't make it seem like it's gonna be some. It's gonna be something.
That's Kevin Hart. That's what he do. He promote everything like it's the biggest thing he doing.
All right, but that's cool when it's something that's gonna be big or has the potential to be big. If he knows that he only
Jumanji was trash, and they made that shit the number one.
I like Jumanji.
I like both of them.
I only saw the first one with Jumanji.
I'm an original Jumanji fan, so watching that one just made me mad.
Of course, but you gotta appreciate it for what it is. You don't want to compare it to, just appreciate.
Robin Williams versus Kevin Hart. JJ, go.
But they also made it. But they also made it different though. They didn't make none of them like the single Robin Williams character. They just all went into this game and just did whatever. So it wasn't really like the same thing.
Because if you watch the first, Jumanji, it's like a classic, almost scary movie, and then you come with Kevin Hart, and it's like, you feel me, like a video.
Yeah, it's more of a comedy though. This one is that's why they got Jack Black and people like that. Like it wasn't supposed to be as serious as the first one.
It's like
the first
a
one was way more
serious
serious.
with A+ stars in it. Like, you feel me? It's Hollywood. Once you get to Hollywood, you
both Jumanjis made like 800 million or something like that.
Because of The Rock and Kevin Hart name on it. But in reality, if you watch that movie, they're not good movies.
I can't speak for the second one, but the first one I did enjoy.
Have you watched it more than one time? Have you put that shit on lately? No. Are you gonna put that shit on? You watch the movie with a bitch and you go, let me throw Jumanji on Netflix.
I'm not gonna get the old one either though. Like that's the.
You ever seen the old Jumanji? She's like, no. I'm like, shit. Let me put this on real quick. Anytime a bitch ain't watching no old movie, we go.
First of all we talking to is your forehead right now. Okay, so you need to readjust yourself, sir. This man going off at the
I'm on my Kevin Hart shit right now. Y'all wow.
Right. Listen. Lo and behold, man, did you want to say something before we close this out, or I can get my last tip?
I'm just disappointed in you, Rudy.
I'm disappointed
this is a Zoom collect call. We can't talk that long.
I'm disappointed. Upset you gathered people to talk about successful people. This is awful.
I'm disappointed I invited you.
Rudy, at the end of the day, when Kevin asks about you, I'm gonna put in a good word regardless.
Yeah, I'm gonna say something nice about you too, Rudy. Just to get you out of the hole.
You above this, dog.
Yeah.
I hope when I make it, you don't do no pussy ass podcast about
y'all both are shitting on his movies, and y'all are talking about me and Jay. You don't know the name of one movie. You don't even man, Jumanji trash, man. I'd rather have Robin Williams. Oh, but Kevin, put me on Hard in the City though. Get the fuck out of here. Man, what the fuck are you talking about?
You can disrespect movies. That ain't his fault. But stand up. You feel me? Don't listen. When I do blow, don't make no podcast about me, dog. Because I'm letting you know right now, I'm doing it for a check.
Man, are you waving because you know y'all the same height? Or what's everybody else ignoring him, but he's just
y'all gonna be doing podcasts about, you heard him use my joke? Yeah, I definitely gave him that setup. Like, you know, like, I ain't gonna give a fuck.
We're going to have to talk a good game to get Rudy into the after parties with Kevin Hart. Be like, hey, look, man, he didn't mean it. He's just hanging out with us, you know.
I didn't know that y'all. I didn't know that y'all was so afraid of Kevin Hart. You thought this was Mike Tyson gonna knock y'all the fuck out or some shit. Like, he's a comedian, guys. He's okay. All right.
He's like the mob boss in the community we trying to join.
He's a mob boss.
This is gonna be Rudy's. This is gonna be Rudy's
last podcast.
It's not
even Kevin Hart. I'm scared of. It's the little white kids that work behind him who tell him about people talking shit about him.
Right, because those are the ones who gonna bring up the videos and.
Yeah, literally.
We about to have a contract sign and everything.
You get me, like,
we gonna walk in there in this podcast.
But what y'all don't know is
I like how Jay McCord is acting like he wasn't part of the conversation too.
But y'all act like y'all are part of the conversation by saying, "Hey, I don't want to say that I hate your special because I'm afraid you're going to see this." Y'all said that on live. Like y'all, it's not like y'all are complimenting it. Y'all are saying, "No, I just rather not say anything because I hate it." That's what you're basically doing. So
I'm saying is, I know how Hollywood works. And when this should come up, Kev, just remember Young Netflix hottest in the city.
He can't even see you. He don't even know who the fuck this is talking. He gonna only see me and Jay and just shoot us, but not even know y'all exist. So at least we got killed by Kevin Hart. You feel me? Either way, man, I'm a fan of Kevin. I've always said it, man. So I don't watch to try to find something bad. Like I watch, like, okay, man, hopefully this is, this tops the last one. You feel
we're
me?
just fucking with you, man. This is good content. On YouTube, they do the
Manny,
reaction videos.
nobody is paying you any attention, okay? I am not bothered about how you feel about Kevin Hart. I am trying to close out this show, okay?
As the only star here, I just want to say that it's been great hanging out with my old friends.
You got on the same jacket as JJ, just without the hoodie.
As
you don't know Miami, nigga. You don't know what
trying to
type of
help you
lifestyle
out.
we live in now, nigga.
Y'all cold in 85-degree weather.
Don't worry about us, dog.
We got them glasses because he a police. But like I said, no. I to give him credit on the special. Like I said, I personally thought it was better.
You talk shit, Rudy. That's it.
Can
Own it. That's it.
you
don't end it off
shut the fuck? Okay, what I'm saying.
I'm a fan. I really.
No, what I'm saying, I'm reiterating what I already said. Like, I thought this was better than Irresponsible, but at the same time, I don't think these jokes were fully fleshed out. Whether it was due to him writing them by himself, not having enough time because of quarantine, whatever the case may be, I thought he had a lot of good lead-ins, a lot of good premises, but close but no cigar. So
Rudy's saying this at the end so that in case Kevin Hart just skips to the end, he hears a nice.
I've already said this. What are y'all talking about? Okay. Anyways, JJ, you want to promote something before you go to bed? Obviously, you can put NyQuil in your blunt. So you want to plug your Instagram
I'm chilling, man. Now you did say something earlier to that whole what the fuck you said something about repetitive, like keep doing comedy in this whole time. So you probably haven't been doing it in a while. I feel like that goes for all comedians because I feel like I'm going through that same shit right now. Like I got a big show, but I haven't touched the mic in like God knows how long. And then when I do touch the mic, it's like once a week. So you feel me? It's like I lost it, but we still got to get the people what they want. So you feel me? It is a hard time for everybody, man. Strive through it, keep going, and don't give up.
Was that a message for us or Kevin? Was that
Kevin?
I don't think Kevin's gonna give up. He's fine.
Don't give up when you get blackballed from Hollywood, Rudy. Don't give up. Hang in there.
Low key, this is for you to watch later on when they dog you.
Y'all the only people trying to make it in Hollywood, okay? I'll go to Hollywood, Florida, and be just fine with Jay in Fort Lauderdale.
Hey, we still got some more Spill the Beans endorsements for you. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Go ahead, Jay McCord.
In closing, I pretty much said all I had to say, but I do want y'all to know that my whole thing was coerced by Rudy. He told me to say all the negative stuff. I'm trying to get on Heart of the City too. I love Kevin. I think the special was amazing. But as I said, like if you going as a person who usually does not give a F, if you're gonna drop a whole project with that whole theme, at least make us feel like it. I feel like he went harder on some things in previous specials. So I would at least expect that at minimum. Right. I just felt like that this latest one was below that. My personal opinion, like I said, people felt like that this was a must see. It was an awesome special and all that, but for me, it was just a disappointment. But I mean, that's not to say I won't be looking forward to the next thing he come out with. I just hope that he puts more time and more thoughts into his material and everything, and just get back to that. Just really get back to that Kevin the Old. I don't mind him. I don't mind his content as far as what he talks about and all that. Like you said, his premises was on point. It's just like the punchlines weren't there. The funny wasn't there. So I just think that if he just takes that time to get the funny back, then we'd be good. I haven't lost hope for Kevin. But yeah, this wasn't a redeeming quality at all.
Gotcha.
Or a redeeming project.
Gotcha. I also want y'all to plug y'all Instagrams as y'all do giving these closing.
Instagram Jay does comedy, JAY does comedy, all together one word.
Did comedy.
You see, this is what happened when the star leaves the scene. All of a sudden, I gotta retire. I ain't doing your rules now. All of a sudden, I ain't nothing. Okay.
Jay, after I beat you on Monday, bro, I bet you're not gonna do comedy no more.
Shit, okay. Hey, that might be the spark to bring me back to Miami. What's up?
You better watch Kevin Hart old shit talking about all this.
I tell you what, I win, nigga. Your ass doing the Fort Lauderdale shows. I'm gonna put you in faster area.
If you beat me Monday, I won't do comedy no more for 2020.
Hey, Les.
He's talking about for 2020.
Stay
Les. 2020. That's only a month, nigga. Yeah.
Don't put 2021 on it, nigga. Your ass ain't doing nothing. I'm telling you.
I give her a stand up. I'll fall back. You beat me Monday, bro.
Let's do it.
Oh, I'm smacking it out the water. Manny did that shit on purpose. He's like, let black guys fight it out.
I know it. He put the white people together, put the black people together. I already know it.
He can't have two black people in the finals.
The final round will be a very well mixed one.
Nigga.
Yeah.
It'll be a whole race war. And I'm gonna wear
the final round will be me and Dougie, that old time war rivalry. That's what they've been waiting for.
Oh, that would be great.
That's what they waiting for.
I'm gonna rig that to make it happen.
I'm always, you feel me? And I'm only doing this for Christmas money. I'm like, I need this Christmas money. We need to hurry get this shit over with.
Oh yeah, you have to wait 4 to 6 weeks for the payment, by the
way. You had a whole year to get the prize money. Nigga, what the hell you talking about?
Man, I gotta file that bitch off of my taxes before y'all get that.
Yeah, I gotta file taxes first.
Y'all gotta wait 4 to 6 weeks. That's crazy.
Nah, this is dope, man. We miss you, Rudy. The scene ain't been the same, you know. You feel me?
It got
COVID
better.
Fucked up everything.
Hey, you don't do his rooms, you ain't nothing. That's crazy.
It got better because Manny coaching everybody, right?
Man. Comedy scene is growing.
Everybody that get on stage look like they've been in one of Manny meetings. I'm like,
everybody's podcasting, everybody's live streaming now.
All Manny students got a Spirit Airlines joke. They all got
or how they used to live on South Beach. Like, I used to be a baller. I used to be a baller for like a couple months.
Today we're discussing bird boxes. Let's do it.
I retired that joke, by the way.
What? That was a great one. Oh, no, you
bird
burned
box
it.
One is over.
Yeah, you burned it on the internet, didn't you?
I burned all of them on the internet. I still do it. People pay for tickets to see me do the same shit on the internet.
Manny be on the internet running the same joke. Every lie, he throw the same joke out there before the podcast.
That's not true. I agree with everything up until this point.
I'm like, no, shut up.
I agreed. I'll get roasted up to everything up until that point. That's not true. Every day is a new joke, okay?
I heard Lechon for the past month.
Well, because I was working on the bit. And I did it last night, and it was successful. By the way, did you see me Tuesday do that bit, and it didn't work? It bombed, remember?
Manny be there putting a green screen.
It worked last night, and it was a fucking crowd destroyer. So just so you know, for the record, I polished that joke up to make it an amazing joke on the 7th try.
Hey, Manny, we love you, bro. You like one of the biggest schemers we know in the comedy scene. Like, you don't have to explain.
Speaking of repeating the same joke, we already said that joke. You're going against your own joke.
Yeah, but it carries more weight now because you're in a closet with sunglasses on.
I got to show the people watching who the boss is. You know,
Manny paid more for that background than he does for rent. If I could just make it look good, they don't know my real situation.
This was $38. This was $38 of green paint. All right, which is the most you guys ever made in a year of comedy.
So you've been holding out all our checks to buy green paint. That's fucked up.
All right.
All about investments.
He was happy when he had to pay us for them hosting gigs for that whole 7 months.
Yeah, that nigga was so happy COVID hit. He was like, shit, I'm doing this by myself. I can take all the business.
That's what's up.
Manny, plug your shit, man.
Yeah, you guys can catch me opening up for Kevin Hart for avoiding this conversation in the future. You guys can see me at Heart of the City, LOL Network. I'll be in all that real soon for not contributing to this conversation. Me and JJ are going to be doing a show sometime in December, virtual show. And then I might do an improv show in 2021. So just go to MiamiComedy.com and just see what a real comedian has to do to make ends meet.
Jesus, what the fuck? OnlyFans? What the fuck?
That was his OnlyFans plug. Link in the bio. Come see what a real comedian has to do.
If you're tired of watching Rudy beat pins, click my link in the bio.
When you use words like make ends meet, that sounds like you doing something freaky. He's like, yo, you see what a real comedian got to do to make ends meet. Right?
It's just hard work.
I can show you how to get a $38 wall.
It's just hard work, you know. This didn't come overnight. I've been there, man. Remember,
every
Miami Comedy
trying to teach him how to do better dad jokes.
Miami Comedy picked up in 2018, man. I fucking started in 2012, so you know it takes a while. But once you get there, you work hard.
Picked up in 2018 because you had all the good black people working for you.
Yeah, I was about to say 2018 sounded like the time that I started, right around there.
That's when I got to Miami.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Yeah. Manny won't ever give us credit, but we.
Hey, you're welcome, Manny. You're welcome.
I never discredited you guys.
You did. You ain't give us not one black poster on your website.
I put all you guys on the improv.
Black poster.
I put all you guys on the improv.
What's his name?
Jay never did the improv.
One of you guys.
Jay McCoy did the improv.
Man, fuck Jay. But you were on the documentary.
Jay came after all that shit.
Jay's too mean.
I came after y'all finished filming.
Yeah,
I'm talking about the improv. I ain't talking about the documentary. I'm talking about the improv.
The improv show, Jay came after all that shit. Jay was on the scene.
Jay was in the green room with me. Nigga, what you talking about? On Manny's show.
I put you guys on.
Like 4 months. I was doing like
JJ got flued out. All right. You got Miami best of. Okay. You got on the documentary. Jay just showed up selling merch as an open micer. I couldn't do anything with that. I couldn't bring that to the next level.
I wasn't trying to do your little penny shows, nigga. I was out there going to get my money.
But I want you guys to see.
With nothing, man, it was like I can't do shit with this. You don't even.
I can't go nowhere. He's uncoachable. You guys got passive coaching.
Nigga showed up with straight crowd work and jackets. What's up? What you want to do with it?
Hey.
What you want to do with it?
No cap, that would hurt. Oh,
crowd working jackets.
Okay.
What you want to do?
You better have a jacket on Monday. I tell you that.
And he's gonna win with crowd work. He's gonna win the crowd over with crowd work.
You better go first, man. I'm telling you. You better go first.
Oh, you don't want me to go first. If I go first, they be like, "Who the fuck is this fake ass doppelganger? This fake ass bad body stunt double. Who the fuck?" And then your name J too. Like you gonna ruin it. You better go first.
Bad body stunt double. Damn.
I'm with it. I'm with it.
I don't know. When the last time you touched the mic though, Jay?
I was on the all last week.
Oh, so okay. So you still be on the scene. Okay, so you might have to listen.
I told you.
A courtroom microphone.
Damn, I got to put a courtroom. God dang.
I don't know. Red Bar just so sweet. I don't know. That's like
I've been performing in front of like straight comics. I've been Fort Lauderdale, but I've been doing I did Caroline's 2 weeks ago.
I'm saying, I don't be on the scene. I went to fucking Sweet Caroline. Man, they gave me 3 minutes and lit me. I said, what the fuck?
I got that treatment too.
I give you 3 minutes.
Damn, this nigga like I ain't used to host this motherfucking room.
I'm like, bro, can I get on? He go to Dean. Oh yeah. Go ahead, put him on. Give him 3 minutes.
Yeah, you gotta go talk. Well, wait, first of all right, let's go ahead and clear it up here. First of all, you showed up at 11:29 p.m. That's number one.
Did I?
And then when you go on stage,
Then I show up though.
we have to end the show by 11:30. There's a curfew. But then you go on stage, and this is what he does. This is what Jay does. It's like, they only let me on a few minutes because I'm black. It's like, no, because you showed up at 11:29. This guy's pulling out the black card. Like, immediately. Times are tough, so I'm just going to say it's because I'm black.
Well, first of all, I don't think I said it was because I'm black. I think I let
You said
crowd
the
figure
urban
out
treatment.
because
All right, you said the urban treatment, but we knew what that meant.
exactly. The minority package. I ain't let me on because I ain't
Minority package. Look at this.
No, that killed him. That joke killed him.
Now I'm gonna show up on the next documentary. It was like Manny only put Jay on at late at night because he was black. It's like, no, because he showed up late at night.
That's going to be famous for your career.
It's gonna go down in history. Yeah, that was one time where Jay had to really struggle as a comedian because Manny kept putting him last for being black.
Black comics, they always put us at the end, bro.
Hey, keep that up, Jay, so that way Kevin Hart definitely don't fuck with Manny. Let him know he don't fuck with black comics.
For real.
Kevin might fuck with Manny more because of that. Oh, you don't like black guys?
Right. I don't either. Oh shit. Real quick before we go, I really just thought of this. Did y'all see Dave Chappelle's Unforgiven or whatever?
Yeah, it was good.
Basically him informing us that Comedy Central out here making money off of the Chappelle show by, I guess giving the rights, selling the rights to HBO Max and Netflix, but they're not paying him the money for it. So he was just saying like boycott the show until they pay him, basically. Not the whole network, just his show.
Oh yeah, I heard about that shit.
Long story short, yeah. So.
Now I'm fucking with Dave, that man. Dave, the nigga that we all like inspired to be for real. Like, I want to be the type of comedian like Dave Chappelle, where you can still put a foot down and still be great at the same time. Like,
all right, I'm gonna go, guys, before we get into this because I'm not getting.
Yeah, it's getting late. I'm out of here too, man.
Well, damn. Okay. Well, that's not how the podcast ends.
I mean, I just wanted to see if y'all listened. I wasn't trying to, whatever. But okay.
But I'm getting phone calls and shit, man. That's why.
That's cool. I mean, this is my last time inviting y'all anyway, so it's okay. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. We'll do this in another 2 years after Kevin drop another special. See if Manny and Jay get some nuts by then. But until then, man, I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all boys be safe.
Man, be safe, bro.
Happy Thanksgiving.